Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is the first of 2 videos for today.
But first, a word from our sponsors.
Hey guys, we want to talk to you about Surfshark. They just added a brand new thing to the service.
Yeah, it's called Alternative ID. So when a website wants your name, your phone number, your address, one click of a button, this automatically populates it with different information that is not yours, and then you can have it go to a fake email address to keep all of your sensitive information off of the internet.
And this is for free in addition to everything else that comes with Surfshark, right, Joe?
And also at a great price point at $221, you could get unlimited devices, share with your friends and family.
$2.21, sharing with all of your friends and all of your family. It's a great deal. And we have a special 83% off and 3 free months when you use our code and our special link at surfshark.deals/Angry Joe Show. Guys, we've done the research. This is the best deal in VPNs. Protect your data, get full access to the content you deserve, and yes, we hope you enjoy the show. Check it out.
Guys, I know you're filling out a ton of online forms on the internet. They want to know your name and your address and all sorts of stuff that you shouldn't be giving to people out on the internet. Alternative ID does that for you, puts in fake info. It makes it easy to filter all that stuff out. And you need a VPN anyway because it's scary on the internet today.
So, our Starfield review is out. Go check it out if you haven't already. I'm probably, after I expected some blowback, but I think a lot of people are actually really agreeing with us. I think the veneer of goggles and glasses, rose-colored glasses, are coming off of people's eyes at this. And honestly, now I'm starting to think we were too kind to it. 6 out of 10 above average. Well, we'll see. What do you guys think? And other than that, so we're working on more stuff coming out. Spider-Man is out. We're playing it. We played King Kong. So bad. I don't know. Should we review it? Let us know.
On the list.
We have a costume already.
It's on be on the list. All right. So, yeah, we might do something. So, Alex, tell us, what the hell else has been going on? Busy week, short week, what is it?
Yeah, not a ton of stuff. Probably because everyone and their mothers is playing Spider-Man 2. They sold over 2.5 million copies in 24 hours. And again, that's just on PS5, and no one's got PS5s, and you're not getting it anywhere else. So everyone's playing Spider-Man, and everyone's actually loving Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
The graphics are amazing, and I'm having a lot of fun with the combat.
For sure.
The only people who are upset about it are people upset about Mary Jane. And
we already riffed on that. Listen, both can be true. Did we crash?
No, we didn't crash.
Okay, both can be true. She can be, why? I can ask, why are you making her ugly? And then also, it doesn't fucking matter. Who cares? But yeah, if I was the actress, I'd probably be pissed because the model actress looks a lot better than
at all.
Hey, you fucked my face up.
Yeah, there's some...
Okay, no, they have a point on this one.
Maybe they just didn't want to pay her that much because it's like, well, it's not your likeness, it's just your voice, so we'll just pay you half.
Maybe she was a jerk to people at the studio. It's like, oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make you look much older and give you a giant chin. I don't know. There's a lot of crazy people out there, and it's like, of all the things to focus on.
That's the most important. I see, and did you see on Twitter, like, people are like purposely trying to break the game. See, don't ever talk to me ever about any Xbox bug ever. And it's because he took the bike section, and then he drove the bike up to the subway, and then he janked it to where he's still riding the bike without the bike because he slammed into purposefully a train. It's like, bro, that's not how we do things.
Look,
at least here at the Angry Joe Show.
I find
if
bugs
a bug
like
happens
that.
through normal gameplay, then you show it. You don't go out searching and trying to break the system and go, ha ha, this game is not polished because I was able to break it.
Pure gameplay. Shit just happens.
Yeah. You do interesting things.
I don't know.
Jumped on a rock. I jumped on a rock. That's all I fucking did.
He's talking about King Kong.
King Kong,
we found just wait for King Kong.
Yeah, and if you want, if you're mad, Sony has the worst PC ports in the entire industry. Just point at that stuff, but like, it's fine.
So you're looking forward to Bloodborne, right? It's gonna be broken.
Yeah, I know. It's the fastest selling PlayStation Studios game in PlayStation history, and they've also announced that New Game Plus is coming before the end of this year. So if you're looking to start over and then even clobber people harder, I mean, come on. I mean, Spider-Man is like legit fucking OP. He doesn't
Yes.
he doesn't need the stuff at the end of the game to clobber random dudes packing up a truck stealing TVs. But if you really want to smear them into the concrete, you'll be able to before the end of this year. We got some news from Mortal Kombat. We've discovered that crash logs for the PC game are eating up more than 1 gigabyte per crash in some cases.
Jeez.
So if you've been playing Mortal Kombat on your PC and you have ever crashed, I would definitely go in there, and you can delete these files, no problem. They're not important for running the game.
You need all the space you can with nowadays. All these
I
games
know.
coming out.
I mean, you have
Call
to
of Duty.
You have to run a game on an SSD, and even though SSDs are really cheap right now, you can still get 2 gig ones for like $60-$70. That fills up fast when you've got Call of Duty and some of the other things running out. So 1 gig per crash file is too damn much.
Yeah.
God damn.
And then talking more about PC hardware, we got Alan Wake 2 system requirements this week. And it made me sad about my PC that it used to be pretty good, and I was really happy with it. It runs really well, but now I'm much closer
Now
to...
everyone has to upgrade.
Yeah, I'm way closer to minimum requirements than I am recommended, I think. Yeah, so minimum requirements is RTX 2060 or a Radeon 6600. Recommended is a 3070. And then we start getting into the maximum stuff, the 40 series and so on and so forth. So it's going to be real hard for a lot of people to run this game. So if you haven't upgraded in a while,
So this game better look like it's realistic, right?
not on my computer. It's
No.
I'm going to have Cyberpunk on release faces where it's just going to be, blurry.
Loading in textures and
Yeah.
stuff. Little pop-ins maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. I planned on skipping the 40 series generation and maybe waiting.
Me too. I don't want to deal with all that shit, man. It sounds like a disaster, and then fucking stuff up with the pricing and
Yeah.
Want to stay away from it.
So I'm gonna probably wait till the next one, but it means that we're gonna be running on minimum specs for a while here. Well, at least over at my house. So that one's not gonna be looking too good. And then we got a report this week on the King Kong game that we played, the 5-hour-long King Kong game that looked like it was made 15 years ago. Apparently,
That was tough to get through.
It was.
It was 6 hours, but it felt like 20 hours.
I kept getting lost. The map was a fucking piece of shit.
all you have to do is roar and it tells you where to go, OJ. Yeah.
No.
Okay. Well, a new report claims it was made by about 20 people on an insanely tight budget under the worst crunch possible by a studio that is not known for making good games.
Yeah, makes sense.
I feel bad for the
I
developers.
do feel bad.
But no.
But I mean, ultimately, I've worked for some companies and I worked on some projects that were kind of pieces of shit, and I knew they were pieces of shit. So,
Yeah, they're overworking them, and they know this is a shit game. It's like, look, no one's gonna play this. Everyone's just gonna make fun of us. We're just like
contractual
there for like
obligation.
20 hours trying to make something, but
Yeah.
oh god, that was bad.
yeah, according to developers at the indie studio Game Mill, a U.S. publisher of many not so great video games.
That is exactly what it is.
a Game Mill.
Game mill. It's just like a sweatshop game mill. What a perfect word.
They use smaller teams of developers to create licensed video games in similarly short amounts of time. And so Iguana Bee claimed that Game Mill wouldn't provide teams with all the information, the proper budgets, and then they just said improvise with limited information. Like, hey,
Improvise. Do what
Just
you
do
want.
it.
figure it out. And they're like, we have 1 year and we got 20
Yeah,
people.
but like, what's in the film? Yeah, there's a monkey and monsters. Just do it.
So the
Can we know something about the license?
No.
Can you talk with the license holders?
one former dev shared on social media that they were still proud of Iguana Bee's King Kong game based on the situation.
What a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
No. There's nothing to be proud of. I don't give a fuck if your team worked hard
They
and
ran
you were
you
under
guys to the
crunch.
ground for nothing.
You just call it like it is. Look, it's a piece of shit. We weren't able to do it the way that we wanted.
Yeah.
I'm proud of that. No, there's nothing to be proud of in there, bro.
You can be proud of your
You're a
team
fucking
for
liar.
rallying
There you
together
go.
and finishing and
There-
doing all the
yeah.
things you want to do. Like, be proud of the people
Yeah.
that you worked alongside with. But
There's not a single fucking aspect of that game
I'm
that to
thinking.
be proud of.
I'm
Not even
thinking.
good. There's not even a single good aspect of the game.
No, combat was fucking terrible.
No.
Everything was terrible.
Everything was terrible. Everything hurt.
But what about
But
the skins and the $15 mode you paid?
That was even worse. That was even worse. We'll show y'all later. Not funny. Joe.
Waste
No,
of
it's not
fucking
funny.
time and money.
Could have had some food.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know me cheeseburgers I can buy for that. That is 3 Wendy's 5 for 5s right there.
Like,
3.
like
All right. Well,
fucking horrible.
yeah, I don't know. You had 2 stories that you wanted to talk about, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna add a third one from my fellow, Borinquen, Pete Hines is retiring from Bethesda, and a lot of people don't know he's Puerto Rican. Yes, he's one of ours. He was born in San Juan. Because when I met him, I talked to him about it. You know, he's into soccer. He really helped me out when I was first starting out in the Angry Joe show. I was going over to the Bethesda to get, try to interviews on E3 when I was running around the floors. And, he helped me out. So, getting interviews. In fact, I interviewed him at one point back in the heydays. So I just want to say, thanks to Pete Hines. Did a good job for all of his stuff. And 25 years he was with that company. So, yeah. Now, obviously, sometimes he did better than others.
Some years were really good there.
Some years
like
years
this year. That's good.
Yeah, not as good. But, to be in the publishing, Bethesda Softworks for a long time, he's eventually retiring. So the age of me going to Pete to talk about stuff is over. Though that actually ended a while ago because I stopped asking Bethesda for stuff. Because frankly, to be perfectly honest, Bethesda, while initially, pretty open and willing, over time I saw them change. And it's under Pete's leadership where, to get review copies, you had to do some stuff. And, they were hesitant.
Nice. Mum's a word. Is this game good?
So, but, I mean, dude was devoted for sure and had a lot of love for it. So I thought it was noteworthy that Pete is now retired. And, so that Starfield, he goes out on Starfield. I would have waited until, Elder Scrolls 6, and hopefully they do much better with that game.
How many years is that going to be,
A lot of people are thinking that my main man, Todd Howard, was, going to retire. But I think, no.
I think
he's going to at
6
least do Elder Scrolls 6.
I think Elder Scrolls
That'll
6
probably
is
be his last
I
project.
said, yeah.
Because I don't think he's got much more in him. Because everybody's all over and on top of him.
But you can never trust anything that guy says. So he could just be there forever. So
no, if I was Todd Howard, I would make Elder Scrolls 6 my last one, and I'd fucking put as much fucking effort and money. I don't care about margins or profit or anything. I'd make it the best game I possibly could. That would be amazing. But Pete Hines worked hard, and he is out after Starfield. We'll see if Todd Howard is out after Elder Scrolls 6. But, okay, so that was a quick one. Another video game is actually just pulled from sale before I could even play it. I kind of wanted to play it. It got pulled. What video game is this?
Hyenas.
Dino Shooter. What?
Hyenas.
Oh.
Hyenas?
Hyenas.
Yeah, those are both the same thing. Dino Shooter Second Extinction pulled for sale before even making it out of early access.
I forgot about that game.
I forgot about it too. Like I got a few emails on it. I was like, yeah, I'll definitely cover it. I need to play it. It looks fun, but not exactly revolutionary. It's the Dino game. There's you play 4 people. I think it was 4 people versus a bunch of dinos.
3-player cooperative.
3-player.
What's the last one we played? The Dino Shooter one. What was that one called?
You're wrong about that game.
Don't remember.
That game is really, really good after 72 hours.
I don't even fucking remember its name.
Exoprimal.
Exoprimal. That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Gosh,
You're
so
so wrong. You play for 15 hours and then it gets really good. I promise.
So yeah, this thing debuted in early access. It's been in early access for 3 years. Second Extinction. So you had plenty of time to play it. We just never did. But they pulled it for sale, so you can't play it. The servers are still up. The servers are going to go down sometime in 2024. But if you didn't already download it, you're not going to have access to it. And players didn't really catch on to it. Concurrent player counts only got above 200 once after the early access.
That's more than King Kong.
That's more than King Kong. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. King Kong got highest 20 last time we were playing. Us and Night. Actually, two of those are ours.
Yes.
two purchases are ours. So 18 other people got conned into Kong. Anyways, and yeah, it sucks. Because when a game like this, but this is part of the reason why I don't like early access. When you think that you put money into it or whatever, especially early accesses that ask for money. 3 years later, we're not gonna finish it. We're gonna pull it from sale. So
Third Extinction now.
Third Extinction, got it.
It was in the title. So
Thank you, Joe. That is some top quality stuff.
Be here half of the day.
And then what other story?
Sniperwolf.
Yes, Sniperwolf. So
What happened?
The
She
drama
got in
of
trouble,
Jack
right?
Films versus Sniperwolf. And there's some bullshit, man. YouTube on Twitter was like, how crazy would it be to make a reaction video to reaction video? And then that was it. That's like the whole tweet. Like, while all this drama was going down, are you gonna ban her? She violated your rules. You've banned. You've banned other people
That's
for
fucked
this.
up.
You've suspended their monetization for the exact same thing, only to a less degree. It was a joke, and you suspended them, and they was not doing shit. Just not doing shit the whole fucking time. Well, finally, I guess they caved under pressure. YouTube says, okay, we're going to temporarily suspend monetization on our channel.
for how long?
Yeah, so I looked it up, and we tried looking it up. We have no fucking idea. So it could have been suspended for an hour. I think there were some people using some programs that I don't know how they could do this, but to see whether a video has been monetized or demonetized, and they say she already has monetization, but I don't know. That could be wrong.
YouTube's just like, oh, we'll just keep the money. I don't know. It is pretty ridiculous. I mean, YouTube is a platform like Twitch. Where
2 days ago, yeah, 3 days ago now.
3 days ago, yeah. We were looking where it's like, look, if you were a mega channel on one of these platforms, you have a different set of rules because you make the platform enough money. And honestly, it's going to do nothing but benefit her because I was looking, when we were writing the news, it's like Forbes, Time Magazine.
Yeah, they're getting the fucking attention.
And like
It's
all this
fucked
other
up.
crazy stuff. And so it's like her channel's going to grow. Everything's going to be better for her. She probably had a couple days demonetization. And so doxing someone was the best thing.
Totally good for her, and that's what makes me so upset.
It's ridiculous. And so there are ways that they could do it where they they limit her ads for a long period of time. They could suspend her for a deplatformer. There's some dangerous things.
There are people that want our channel banned, never come back to YouTube.
Yeah.
That shit ain't happening.
No, it makes too much money. But I mean, there are ways that YouTube can do it.
But it has to hurt. So she has to be a ban for at least as long. In my opinion, she has to be banned for longer than the Ackman, because that's just a joke.
That was just a joke.
She
yeah,
actually
so it
went
has
out
to
and
be.
did it.
Yeah.
So I would say a month, and then I think that would be fair.
No, a month vacation. I'm sure she would be real. She'll just can all the content and put it out later to
Yeah.
higher views. I mean, it's hard to punish someone in this situation. But I mean, I think YouTube's response was lackluster, and there was a very much both sides are bad kind of air about the way that some of the stuff was. So it's like I didn't quite appreciate it, but
what I was confused is they cracked back at Jack Films, or they did both sides. So the tweet is this: confirming Sniperwolf has received a temporary monetization suspension per creator responsibility policies, because they said even your behavior off YouTube, if you're doxing people off of YouTube, that reflects on us. You're going to get in trouble. She was not in trouble, and they weren't going to do anything about it.
No.
Until people would not let them, live it down. Every tweet that YouTube made, they'd be like, "What about Sniperwolf?" or tie it into Sniperwolf, and good, because that's how it should have been. Until they fucking do what they said that they're going to do. I'm tired of the inconsistencies at YouTube. And then they go on to say, off-platform actions that put others' personal safety at risk harm our community, and behavior on both sides isn't what we want on YouTube. So YouTube had to throw Jack under the bus
Because he was making fun of her content.
because he's making fun of her content, hoping everyone helps move this combo to a better place. That last sentence to me is like, please leave us alone about this. We didn't want to do anything, but you're making fun of us every fucking post. I hope now we gave you what you want to move on. We weren't going to do it. We weren't going to do our own fucking policy. We weren't going to hold ourselves to our own fucking standards. We were going to make an exception for Sniper Wolf, but you guys are forcing us to do what we say we were going to do. And then I love the Twitter context ad because it got an annotation here. Readers added context they thought people might want to know. Sniper Wolf doxed Jax Films. Jax Films simply said she had stole credit from others. How are these the same tactics?
Well, Joe,
From both sides.
her explanation.
This behavior from both sides.
Well, she kept saying that she was being harassed by him, which is not what harassment is.
No,
but
that's
on the internet, if you don't like what someone is doing, you can say that you feel harassed by it, and that apparently now is valid, and it shouldn't be. But
No,
it's like,
no.
you can't criticize me because that's harassment. It's like, well, you keep doing this thing where you're stealing credit from other people, and it's important for people's livelihood. And she's like, I feel harassed by you.
Yeah.
And that is exactly the same as me making it so your wife doesn't feel safe to come home at night because 30 million people now know where she lives. And you literally tweet, you have a wife.
What the
It's
fuck?
It's like, whoa, this is like some crazy, and I don't know. This situation sucks. YouTube sucks. Twitch sucks. And there's nothing you can do about it because they play by different rules.
Yep, that's
In
what
my
I was gonna say.
opinion,
It's gonna
she's
be-
kind of a weirdo. I've seen videos of her younger, like asking kids to do weird shit. Like, I'm not even gonna discuss it.
I
It's just
saw
she's got
Moist
some weird
Critical's
shit in her
video on
past.
that. Yeah, she
And
has.
I don't know
very
how this
questionable
woman
things.
goes viral and has 30 million subs. Oh, well, I was different in my past. It's like, all right, that's fine, but I just don't know how YouTube handpicked you or chose you. It's like you didn't really. You earned what you got off of other people's talent and other people's content. That's the thing that makes me annoyed. Because there are plenty of other girls and women and men and everybody who make original content that aren't YouTube's little darling that they don't want to do anything to.
But you said a naughty
Annoying.
word.
What?
You said a naughty word, and so you will be.
Who said a naughty word?
You say naughty words, and
yeah.
so you will get demonetized.
Yes, I
pretty.
can monetize all the time.
Fuck.
What the fuck, Joe? Don't fucking say fuck. God.
If you say it too many times in a row, like seriously.
You're not ad friendly,
Yeah.
Joe. We can't put you in our keynotes.
Oh, I fucking know that.
You just said it again, you idiot. Stop. Do you ever want to go on stage at YouTube? No.
Do my jokes.
Do your jokes. Do my fucking jokes.
I hope we
All
get
right,
an
well,
email. It's like you guys use the F word too many times in a
We
short
do.
period of time.
Come on.
So.
We do. That's all I got for this one. We can
Stop
talk
being a
about
beep.
more in the second video. Thank you to you guys, and thank you to Surfshark. Alex, tell them about this.
Yeah, check out Surfshark. I know you need a VPN, especially with Netflix costs going up. You know, getting access to all of the libraries and stuff is super, super important. And then you just want to protect yourself. So.
Yeah.
So click those links down below, and we will see you in video 2 on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.